What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Civil Disobedience, bringing you the latest in a what was that last night that we called the presidential debate. We're doing a rant and a wine. I want you guys to subscribe to my channel, Sherlock Homegirl. Make sure you leave your thoughts and opinions below and share this content. So basically, we're discussing the debate between Joe Biden, former vice president of the United States during the term of Obama, and current President Trump. And all I can say about the debate is, baby, them releasing those income tax returns of Trump's must have really upset him because he was ready for a fight, okay? And if anything, this debate shows us that you do not have to be a black person to be on some ghetto stuff. You do not have to be black to be on some nigga stuff, okay? Like, to me, he was instigative. He didn't answer any of the questions, Trump didn't, that the moderator of the debate asked. He seemed more concerned about knocking Joe Biden's answers. On top of that, Joe Biden seemed like he was intent on answering questions, but at first he was allowing Trump to snare him where he felt like it was necessary to answer what Trump was asking versus what the moderator was asking. And you got to be careful with tricks like this, because see, that's one of those ghetto tricks from way back in the day, okay? Where if you don't want to answer the question, or if you don't want to discuss the topic, you just basically act like the person that you're debating with is so confused over the topic, or they were so offhanded with it, that you don't even have time to answer. You're so busy responding to how they're answering. Now, I know a lot of intelligent people are like, well, what's the point in that? It confuses people who aren't good at following directions, which is damn near half of America, okay? Most of us don't know how to follow directions. Most of us don't know how to, communicate in a straight line. We kind of zigzag from point to point, the points we want to make. The whole point of the debate is to stick to the topic. One thing I thought that was really, I want to know what you guys think too. I'm saying how I think in the vlog, but also I want you guys to comment below and tell me what you thought. If I'm right, if I'm wrong, however you see it, we'll discuss it in the comment section. That's how I feel about it. Um, for the most part, I felt Trump kept bringing up issues that had to deal with personal and not political matters. People's children and what they're doing should be off basis. I also feel like the attack of Biden's son, saying about him being a bad soldier, correlates with Trump basically calling every soldier in the United States a bad soldier. Okay, he's basically been saying this about every soldier that is served in the United States. When it comes to the issues, Trump did not want to discuss white supremacy. He didn't want to discuss his goals and plans to extinguish that kind of hatred out of the country. And I expected that. I'm hearing a lot of other people still say, well, there's still not a appropriate choice of persons to vote for. Y'all, this is every year. Obama was literally, I've been voting since I was 17. I'm 38. So for 21 years, the majority of the votes that I have casted have been for people who have been the lesser of the two evils. Not people that I was just so sold on and, oh, yes, we're going to see some change with this person. Most times when I vote, I'm voting to give this person a shot because the opponent was not worthy of holding the spot. So, like in my hometown, with different local races, when I vote. If I vote a person out of office and vote someone else in, it's not because I feel like the person I'm voting in is going to do such a better job. It's because I say, hey, this person has already tried. They ain't doing nothing up there. Let's give this person a shot. And that's the political procedure. You don't know these people. You don't know anything about them. We don't know Obama, okay? Obama has served his presidency and has moved on with his life. And we acting like he the baby daddy that we broke up with, and we just want him to come back home and take care of all the kids that we didn't had on him. That ain't how it work, kinfolk. We gonna have to settle on the president that wins the election. And y'all did this last time with Trump and didn't vote. Now back to the debate. So I feel Biden gave us clear, concise answers, for example, about the coronavirus. He stuck to the fact that there should have been a plan to block it. The states need to still be shut down. And I feel like to save lives, the states need to be shut down too. But just like the rest of America, I have to get back out here and I have to make money. And being on Zoom ain't enough. And, online isn't enough. You know what I'm saying? It's basically where you have to get out there and look for work. And it's dangerous because the virus is something that you don't know where it is, who has it. It's not like something you can see and avoid, okay? At the same time, it is what it is. We have already opened up here in Louisiana, and so we have to accommodate our authority figures and do what they ask us to do. Trump didn't take any of the blame. He tried to put everything on China. Now, my problem is I'm over him blaming it on China because China's had fewer deaths than we have. And if you want to call it the China virus or the China flu or whatever you want to call it, enough Americans have died from it to where we should have been able to have a handle on it by now with some type of treatment, some type of something, but we don't have that. And so I want to know what you guys think about how Trump responded to the coronavirus pandemic. He basically was trying to make it sound like, Obama and Biden didn't have enough tactics in place when he took over, and that he just basically inherited this disorganized administration. But when you come into any, and see, this is not just for the White House. I used to be an educator. With certain things, they workshop you. This is how it goes with city level, district level, government. If you're a civil servant, you go through the roles of what it is for certain things to happen. And it was on Trump's administration to make up their own pandemic just in case, not knowing that this is something that every White House does now. We don't know what's going to happen, but just in case it happens, here's our plan to make sure that we keep as many Americans as we can safe and healthy and alive. Okay? So if you don't have that in place, it's no one's fault but your own. I also feel like Trump was trying to kind of like make Biden lose his spot. He wants to call Biden old. First, both of them look like they belong at the nursing home. I'm sorry. It was sad for a minute that listening to them old white men argue back and forth. I'd have much rather seen two men in their 50s. Don't want nobody to mess around and need a pacemaker after this debate. However, I feel like out of the two, Biden held his ground. I feel like it's very important for Biden to come up with some quick little jokes, anecdotes, something that's catching to say when Trump all of a sudden disrupts, interrupts him, cuts him off, and that way he'll be able to keep the attention of the American people on what he's having to say. And a lot of times thinking too intelligently on how you're going to respond to a person who's trying to rouse you up can keep you from having a good response. So I feel like don't think he shouldn't put too much thought into it. Trump is not that smart. It could be simple things like, oh, okay, so I guess your 2 minutes wasn't enough. Here, go ahead and take mine. Go ahead. Let him have 4 minutes now. He's interrupting me. Oh, Mr. President, I'm sorry. I thought this was a democracy, not a dictatorship. So I can't speak. I have to let you speak. Something quick to just check him where the moderator doesn't have to correct both of them. Because it gets to a point where you see two grown men consistently going back and forth and back and forth. And the person who's supposed to take control of the floor having to calm both of you down. It really no longer matters who started it. You both start looking crazy because neither one of you are getting your point across. So this is what I have for you all. I hope that you all will subscribe to my channel, Sherlock Homegirl. I'm looking for those likes. I'm looking for those comments. I'm looking for those subscriptions. This is your girl, Civil Disobedience. Peace.